morning. Good morning, all of you. So today again, we have to continue with your second lecture, Enterprise Java. Okay, I am just recollect you. Ki last time we have learned about the Java E. That is what is Java E, life cycle of a Java E, and after that servlet examples. So again, today we have to see the servlet related work because we have to confirm that ki server side scripting we know way better, so we can do many things in the Java and create your own web applications. So that's why I'll share you the screen. Yes, student. जो भी जल्दी है. Okay, again we are remembering our founder Dr. Vinod Madhukar Gaikwad sir, giving peace, rest in peace, and then continue our lecture. Welcome to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Mahavidyalaya, Vasai West, TYBSCIT 5th SEM, subject Enterprise Java. Today, in the first unit, we have to learn about the servlet presented by Assistant Professor Bipin P. Vaity. So, servlet. Again, I am repeating servlet technology used to create web applications, just like server side response. So it reside at server side and generate dynamic web page. It's not a creating static web page. When client give the request, server should respond automatically. That is a servlet. So servlet technology is a robust, scalable because of Java language. Because of Java language, before servlet, we already learn about the CGI, Common Gateway Interface. There are many disadvantages. Okay, because server side scripting, where we are responding at a time, uh, the processing load process is going on the client, it will take time. So that is common gateway interface has the drawbacks, yeah, we can say the disadvantage. So that's why we have to learn the servlet. There are many interface and classes in the servlet. At a time we can give the response, because many clients at a time come on the server requesting in the server, so they should respond. That's why servlet is there. Servlet, generic servlet, HTTP servlet, server request, and server response, these are all the interface and classes. So here we can see that what is servlet can describe in many depending on the content. So servlet is a technology which is used to create a web applications. Okay, it is an API, application programming interface. Hello, सुनाई दे रहा है? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is an API that provides many interface and classes, including documentation. Document work is also there. Just like we can create comment part and web.xml file, it automatically created. There we can see the servlet name, automatically documentation work is there. So it is an interface that must be implemented for creating any servlet. So it is a class that extend the capability of the servers and respond to the incoming request. See now, interface. Have you know about the inheritance? Inheritance मालूम है? Base class and then derived class.
हाँ sir.
Okay, fine. So
Parent
one
or
class depend on the base class, that is called derived class depend on the base class. So derived class create the object automatically, base class methods we can reuse. So that is interfacing part, we can use inbuilt servlet classes. Okay, so servlet is a class that extends capability of the server and respond to the incoming request. So particular request is there, server will respond automatically because they are created like that file, servlet file automatically. Just like when you are doing the login process, you type your user login and you forgot your password, and then after you type any password, so they say you incorrect password. So how they respond? Automatically. Anyone can log in, but password is not correct, so they respond one file only, incorrect password, incorrect password. But if it is password is correct, so they allowed you log in inside we can see the content of the web page. So that is what servlet is working. Incorrect passwords that programs is response by server. Understood about that? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, one thing it is there, key, if it is a login fail, we get the message. Again, login, if it is login success, so we get the message login success. Yeah, login success. We can see the content of the web page. That is a part of that two files, login fail and login success. That is called servlet respond to the client and to the incoming request. Got it? Clear about that? Hello,
Sir.
student? Okay. So it is a web component that is deployed on the server to create dynamic web page. And there are many, just like that web component, we have login page we can create automatically in the ASP.NET. Here also we can have the web component. So that deployed to the server and create a dynamic web page. Dynamic, not a static. Dynamic का मतलब इतना है कि static is constant. We can see the information of the web page just. We cannot interacting with the page. But dynamic means we can interact with the web page. That is called dynamic. Got it? समझ में आया कि आप इंटरेक्टिंग कर सकते हो. Whatever you feel over there, it give you response. If it is your password is incorrect, they response you. Your password is incorrect. Some of the missing part it is there. That is called interacting and dynamic web page. Got it? Clear about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So they are saying about with this picture. Last time also I show that picture. Client give the request to the server, response generated in the server. They create the document file and the response is sent to the client. So this picture is clear to you. This is
अगर रिकनेक्ट किया सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा सर आपका.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
हेलो, अभी आ रहा है?
हाँ सर, अभी आ रहा है.
हाँ सर, अभी आ रहा है.
Fine. So now clear about the what is servlet?
Yes,
बहुत
sir.
जन अभी admit हो रहे, that is the problem. Okay. Now clear about that client server relationship created in the servlet. Now they show you the life cycle. That is how servlet work. Okay, life cycle. So one by one steps of the servlet. We can say the steps of the servlet program. That is called life cycle. Always life cycle is represent you steps. So web container maintain the life cycle of a servlet instance. So we have to see that servlet class is loaded. So class loader is responsible to load the servlet class. There are class loader. Each and every class is run by the class file. You know, when you are creating servlet file, that is different file, Java file, and it convert into class file, and that only it will load. So that is class loader. We require the class loader, and JDK is your Java development kit is your class loader file. It is responsible to load the servlet. Then it is loaded when the first request for the first come, first serve. Who give the first request? They give the servlet response to that servlet by servlet file, and it is received by the web container. That is means web browser, web container. Got it? Clear about that? Clear about that? First request is coming to the server. So servlet receive that request and send the response to the client. That is the servlet class is loaded. Clear about that? Second,
Yes, sir.
after that servlet instance is created. Instance. So web container, that is browser, create the instance of the servlet after loading the servlet. Content. There are some of the text box, radio button, buttons are there, checkbox is there. That are all web container. Have you know about web container? Web components are there. So containers are there. So that content, they load the whole form. They load the whole form. It is in the one frame. You know the frame. Okay, frame in the Java. Frame program. Frame, we are creating the frame. So just like that, inside the frame, we are creating the text box, radio button. So they make the group of object, and that all together it will come. Just like login page. We can see the login page in the right side, left side when you are signing. So all the login related content, label, username, text box, then password, then text box, button, all that thing is a complete in the one program, that is web container. and that servlet instance is created only once in the servlet life cycle. They create only once. If we are visiting over there, so visiting the web page first time, they give you the you are visited first time. If you are counting second time, so they say you are visited second time. Just like that, instance is created. Got it? Clear about
Yes,
that?
sir.
Next. After that, init method is invoked. Init, initialize. Init means initialize method. INIT, init. So it calls the init method only once after creating the servlet instance. We create a init method. See that in outside example is there. Public void init. Servlet configuration object. Config is an object created. Throws servlet exception. If it is any error, throws by the servlet exception by default program. Okay, so this
Yes.
is the method. It shows you to initialize initialize the anything in the servlet by default. Just like welcome to servlet, by default it will come in the web browser. So we can write in the init part. तो init में जो भी आप लिखोगे वो पार्ट आपको बाय डिफॉल्ट जब भी क्लाइंट रिक्वेस्ट करेगा वो दिखाएगा. That is called initialization. Got it? It is the
Yes.
lifecycle method of the javax.servlet.i. This is the import file they are showing. javax.servlet.servlet interface. Okay, clear? Next.
Yes, sir.
Init, after init, service method is there. We are two things are we are servicing over there. Servlet request and servlet response. So they are creating. See that now downside example. Services method, servlet request inbuilt class. They are creating the object request, servlet response, another class, and response is a object we are created. Throws servlet expression or comma करके IO exception. What do you mean that? If it is any error in the servlet exception, so they give the response by this object. After that, input output any error, so they send you by this object. So this is service method is invoked. So we call the service method each time when request for the servlet is received. Service, we are giving the service, so we are response the client. तो हम लोग रिस्पॉन्स करने के लिए रिस्पॉन्स ऑब्जेक्ट की जरूरत है. देन इट विल रिस्पॉन्स टू द फाइल. सो इसीलिए रिस्पॉन्स ऑब्जेक्ट जनरेट करने के लिए वी आर यूजिंग द सर्विस मेथड. सर्वलेट इज इनिशियलाइज, इट कॉल द सर्विस मेथड. जब भी इनिशियलाइज करेगा वो सर्विस मेथड को कॉल करेगा. एंड नोटिस दैट सर्वलेट इज इनिशियलाइज ओनली वंस. नोटिस ऑल्सो सर्वलेट इज इनिशियलाइज ओनली वन. लेकिन सर्विस क्या होगा, कितनी बार भी ले सकते हैं. एक बार आपने लॉगिन किया तो आप सर्विस कितनी बार भी ले सकते हो. इसकी सर्विस लो, उसकी सर्विस ले. अगर आपको इमेज देखना है तो इमेज की सर्विस ले रहे, बैक कर रहे हो, दूसरी सर्विस ले रहे हो. दैट इज कॉल्ड सर्विस. गॉट इट? क्लियर अबाउट दैट? ओके. तो इनिशियलाइजेशन एक ही बार होगा, सर्विस आप कितनी बार भी ले सकते हो. नेक्स्ट, destroy method. Of course, when you create the object, always it should destroy. The downside there, destroy method, it shows over there. So always we destroy method we call before removing the servlet. एक बार servlet create किया जाता है और जाते जाते servlet को क्या किया जाता है, destroy. तो we servlet instance from the all services we destroy ताकि दूसरों को भी service मिल सके. So it gives the servlet an opportunity to clean up any resource. For example, memory thread. I mean memory मतलब clean the your RAM, and then thread, yeah, clean the server memory. Thread means interfacing part, inheritance part, that they have to clean. So syntax of the destroy method of the servlet is interface is given that public void खाली destroy लिखना है, and finally we are saying close the object. Last time finally method किया था, that is finally means we are closing the object. Got it? Clear? Okay. So this is the life cycle. Again they are showing with the picture. Load servlet class, create servlet instance, call the init method, call the service if it is ready, then call the destroy method. This is the life cycle of the servlet. When you write any answers of the program or servlet related, so we have to show the life cycle of servlet also. Okay, so they can get the idea about that. There are 5 steps to how to load the servlet, instance created, init method, service, and destroy. Clear? Okay. Chalo. Next, container. So before that, I want to show the servlet program. So I just start the NetBeans. Oh my God. I mean NetBeans. देखना पड़ेगा. Okay, wait. Hmm. Wait, हाँ? Wait. Start करने दो. NetBeans. Hello.
त्यांच्या नावाने तुम्ही लावू शकता. त्यांचे पैसे त्यांच्याच नावाने बरोबर. पैसे त्यांच्या नावाने नका लावू.
अरे रोहित तेरा ऑडियो आ रहा है भाई.
हेलो.
हिलकर
उनको बोलो कि आवाज कम करें. Okay, I start the NetBeans. Wait now. I'm sharing you. We have to see the first simple program. Okay. Last time we have done this program. What it is? See that now. What do you require in the program NetBeans? We require the JDK. We require the NetBeans 8.1. Then after that MySQL. Okay. After that we create the last time program Java web applications. See that last time we have created Java web application. ये बताया था आपको last time? Yes or no? Calculator बताया था ना आपको? Yes, student. Hello.
हाँ सर.
बताया था ना? हाँ. तो वही चीज अभी वापिस रिपीट करके आपको बता रहा हूँ, शेयरिंग कर रहा हूँ. एंड देन आफ्टर दैट न्यू सर्वलेट की फाइल कैसे क्रिएट करते हो, आज लॉगिन प्रोसेस का प्रोग्राम भी आपको बताता हूँ. इज इट क्लियर? ओके. सो नाउ sharing screen. We are sharing the screen. Then go on NetBeans. See that now. Last time we are created calculator program, right? So inside the web page, देखो web page में we are creating index.jsp. Here we are creating the HTML file. अपने HTML फाइल बनाया था, right? पता है कि आपको फॉर्म क्रिएट किया था. Yes or no? Yes, student. Yeah, we are creating their form. What is our? We are giving their action calculator servlet.
ठीक है सर.
Hello, एक मिनट. Okay. Now student. Hello. आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ सर.
हाँ सर. ये
Form action calculator servlet. That is actions we are using. That is the file name of servlet file. See that now in the source package, right side, default package. Inside there, file name is your calculator servlet.java. This is your file, and it is a class file. We don't have to write the extension .java. We have to write that calculator. We have to create. How to create? पहले action देने की जरूरत नहीं है. But form here we are giving the form. There we are using the first upon label. Enter first number. Input type is equal to text. That is means we are creating the text box. Name, that is very important. Each and every identifications by name. So of the object, we are giving here name of the object txt n1. Then enter second number. Again we are creating the text box, name txt n2. Then we are selecting then operations. So in the operations we are selecting the what? Plus, minus, multiplication, division. So we are giving here radio button, giving the each and every radio button same name, because we have to create option button. Either you can select plus or minus or multiplication or division at a time one. So that's why they give that option button. Clear? And here we are getting the just label, addition, subtraction, multiply and divide. After that we are creating the submit button. See that now, submit button, and value is calculate. This is the just normal HTML file. I show you. I just run the program and I show you the output first. See, it is debugging part. They go on the Glassfish server, and after that they respond to your file. It is a NetBeans IDE environment, integrated development environment. Okay. IDE. NetBeans is a just like Notepad editor is there. NetBeans is also like that. It is a one of the program. It compile your Java file debugging part, and after that it shows the output on the browser. So it is an interfacing part, it is going through the NetBeans. So we can see there output. See that now address bar, localhost colon 8080 port, calculator one is your file name, and they response the JSP file now, Java server script file. Enter first number. So we can see that enter first number. Yes, clear? Hello, student.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now here we are entering the text box one value. After that, second value. Okay. Then we click on the option button. We can see that at a time one option button is available. Okay. That means we are giving the OPR. OPR, that is the name. That's why it is a one of the button is visible. And then after that we click on the, see that now reset. Reset is clear the area. And then after that calculate is a submit button is there. When you click on the one of the operations and click on the calculate, so it show the output by servlet program. See that now servlet file, calculator servlet. This is your file response, and see the address bar. Whatever we fill in the text bar, it shows here. TXT box we are filling there 45. TXT box second we are filling there 52, and that's why it output is there now 97. Got it? So how we write the servlet file? Just I close that file. I show you the servlet file also. So see that now servlet file. When you create the servlet file, so just you have to click on right click and click on new and servlet file. So we can get this file by default. Importing the files are there: java io.io exception, io.printwriter, javax.servlet.servlet exception, java servlet.html. This is a servlet files, all header files. There are 4 header files. It shows you servlet header file, and these are the 2 header files. That is the by default IO exception is there, and input output print writer is program is related to Java. So here we can see the public class calculator servlet. This is your file name. Extends to inheritance to what? Inheritance by HTTP. It is a base class. Base class क्या होगा आपका? By default HTTP servlet, और उसका derived class हम लोगों ने बनाया है. That is servlet calculator servlet. This is a comment. You don't look at that comment. You just go on the new method inside the class, that is process request. Process request method is a work for 2 purposes: do get and do post. You can see in the left side there is a do get and do post method is there. So process request is given for both purpose. It receive the data also, and it can send the data also. That's why we are using the always in the NetBeans process request. But when you are using the notepad and writing the code, that time we have to use do get or do post method for servicing the client. आवाज आ रही है आपको सबको?
हाँ सर, आ रही है.
Okay, fine.
हाँ सर,
So how we have to write the process request method? See that now. HTTP servlet request, that is the object is created for the request. Okay. Then after that, HTTP servlet response object is created response. After that, continue throw servlet exception and I. This is the method declaration. When you declare the method and initialize the method, they create the 2 objects over there. One is request, one is response. And any errors while writing the code, so throws the servlet exception object and IO exception object. That is the error part developed and created by this object. Got it? Throws is a we are throwing the object. After that, we can see the response.set content type. That is by default we have to write the content in the text HTML and by the HTML. Yes. Okay. Then we are creating the character set UTF, that is transfer file जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं Unicode transfer file, that is in the 8-bit. Okay, and it responds by using notepad or HTML. नोटपैड या HTML का फाइल वेब ब्राउजर में 8 बिट्स से रिस्पॉन्स करेगा. दैट इज वी आर सेट कंटेंट टाइप. आफ्टर दैट प्रिंट राइटर हम लोग को डिस्प्ले करने के लिए सी आउट होता है. यहाँ पे हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहे हैं. वी आर क्रिएटिंग द ऑब्जेक्ट. हेलो, यस
सर, वो चार्टशीट के बगल में यूटीएफ क्या है?
UTF, that is a Unicode transfer file, 8-bit. हम लोग को मालूम है कि पहले 8 बिट नॉर्मल यूज करते थे, लेकिन यूनिकोड में क्या होता है, कैरेक्टर्स हम लोग मराठी, गुजराती, हिंदी सारे कैरेक्टर ब्राउजर में दिखा सकते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड यूनिकोड। तो कैरेक्टर सेट ऑफ 8 बिट हम लोग 16 बिट का भी ले सकते हैं, 32 बिट भी ले सकते हैं, 64 भी ले सकते हैं। तो दैट इज कैरेक्टर सेट। रिस्पॉन्स वाला जो HTML फाइल होगा उसका साइजिंग और उसका मेथड हम लोग डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं, सेट कंटेंट टाइप। क्लियर?
ओके सर।
ओके फाइन। देन नेक्स्ट, ये बाय डिफॉल्ट होता है, ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, जब भी आप क्रिएट करोगे ये बाय डिफॉल्ट कोड आ जाता है। बट हम लोग को समझने के लिए कि क्या आता है, जैसे आता है स्टेटमेंट, लेकिन वो क्या आ रहा है वो पता करने के लिए फिर राइटिंग में हम लोग को वो लिखना पड़ेगा, तो क्या है वो करने के लिए हम लोग लिखे। ओके फाइन। नाउ प्रिंट राइटर, दैट इज द क्लास फाइल इनबिल्ट, हम लोग ने ऊपर डिक्लेयर किया था ऑब्जेक्ट क्लास फाइल। देखो इंपोर्ट java.io.print राइटर, इसका मतलब जैसे iostream.h हम लोग डिक्लेयर करते हैं, एंड देन वैसे ही प्रिंट राइटर। तो प्रिंट राइटर में आउट हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट बना रहे हैं फॉर डिस्प्ले पार्ट, आउट स्टेटमेंट, out.println करने के लिए, आउट डॉट जो भी हम लोग आउट डॉट राइटर, तो हम लोग वो आउट ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं फॉर डिस्प्ले। प्रिंट राइटर आउट इज इक्वल टू रिस्पॉन्स किसको देगा, गेट राइटर, वॉट एवर रिस्पॉन्स बाय द गेट राइटर, आप जो भी कंटेंट उसके अंदर गेट राइटर में लोगे वो राइटर से वो डिस्प्ले आउट से करेगा। दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज द टू स्टेटमेंट बाय डिफॉल्ट व्हेन यू क्रिएट द सर्वलेट। हम लोग को टाइप करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, बट ये क्या है, ये नहीं रहेगा तो वी कैन नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड, आउट ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं बनाए तो वी कैन नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड डाउन साइड out.println। ओके नाउ
यस सर।
ट्राई मेथड। तो ट्राई मेथड ऑलवेज मैंने बोला था, ट्राई, कैच, थ्रो ये लगेगा फाइनली, दिस आर ऑल द सर्विस। जैसे ट्राई, इनिट लगेगा, तो यहाँ पे ट्राई करके दिया है नेटबिन्स में, ट्राई टू इनिशियलाइज एनीथिंग, हम लोग इनिशियलाइज कर रहे हैं, तो ट्राई इनिशियलाइज हो रहा है। क्या इनिशियलाइज हो रहा है, तो out.println HTML। देखो हम लोग को रिस्पॉन्स किससे देना है, वेब पेज पे HTML लैंग्वेज,
HTML से।
तो HTML से रिस्पॉन्स देने के लिए हम लोग out.println में कोट्स के अंदर क्या लिख रहे हैं, HTML टैग।
HTML।
नॉर्मली HTML टैग ले, देखो HTML हेड, टाइटल, स्लैश हेड, बॉडी, हेडिंग 1, एंड देन वी आर रिस्पॉन्सिंग। गॉट इट? मतलब बॉडी के अंदर तो नॉर्मली HTML के ही कंटेंट हम लोग लिख रहे हैं, बट हम लोग को डायरेक्ट HTML नहीं लिख सकते इन सर्वलेट, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग द out.println HTML, out.println हेड, out.println title. This title will represent on the web browser, जहां पे आउटपुट आया था वो टाइटल में हम लोग को ये टाइटल दिखाई देगा। Then head section is closed. After that body section start. Then heading मतलब largest थोड़ा बोल्ड में हम लोग को कंटेंट दिखाई देगा, सर्वलेट कैलकुलेटर एट प्लस। अभी देखो कॉन्केटेनेशन ऑपरेटर, ज्वाइनिंग टू स्ट्रिंग। व्हाट इज ज्वाइनिंग टू स्ट्रिंग, कि हम लोग को अगर उसके साथ वेरिएबल का वैल्यू असाइन करना है, दिखाना है, तो हम लोग क्या यूज करेंगे, प्लस। बराबर ना? हम लोग कैसे C++ में हम लोग कॉमा करके वेरिएबल का नाम लिखते थे और उधर %d डाल के वैल्यू लिखते थे। जैसे कल भी हम लोगों ने वेरिएबल करली ब्रैकेट में 0 डाल के हम लोगों ने वेरिएबल दिखाया।